Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Tuesday. I want to spend a couple minutes talking about the importance of boundaries and establishing boundaries as our society goes forward. My personal theory is that a staggering number of problems in our society are caused, at least in part, by a lack of proper boundaries. That's why we are witnessing, simultaneously, the abdication of duty by those who should be attending to certain matters and the supremacy of meddling busybodies who mind everyone's business except for their own. This is occurring on the political, religious, economic, social, and personal levels. So, can we all agree that this state of affairs has run its course long enough and it clearly doesn't work? And if we can agree on that, could we then go a step further and say that we need to change the status quo, despite the inevitable opposition from the shirkers and the meddlers? I think it's the only way path forward that's going to lead us out of the mess that we find ourselves in. And I think this begins with using the right tool for the right job. We don't ask the dentist to do our taxes, for the obvious reasons that it's not within his scope of practice or his field of expertise. Likewise, we shouldn't be looking to institutions to take on responsibilities we should be handling ourselves, or to do jobs that these institutions have no competency to do. And when the power-hungry opportunists among us, try to increase their authority, their influence, their power, this needs to be met with immediate opposition. And just brooking no refusal of just no. You're not doing this, society's not putting up with it, and there have to be legal consequences of sufficient severity that it discourages these tyrants and think, much as I like to get my own way, it's not really worth the jail time. I think we need to understand that, the greatest criminal threats is not coming, from the drug dealers or any, the usual criminal activities we might think of. It's coming from politicians, it's coming from institutions, it's coming from corporations, it's coming from people who think that for whatever reason, they should be in charge and they should rule over you and me. We can't put up with this any longer. And in order to really stop this in its tracks, we're also going to have to reject the illusion of utopia. Nothing gets humanity into more trouble than when enough people buy into the lie that society can be perfected. Every problem can be solved and there's only one right way to be. It's a very puritanical crusader kind of mindset. The fact that it's being enacted in the more secular realm as opposed to the Middle Ages when it was happening in a religious realm is really neither here nor there. It is the same mindset. It's just expressed in a different way. Now, this mindset is unrealistic, and I would go a step further and I would describe it as being very sick, because it doesn't just open the door to tyranny, which would be bad enough. It also creates a profound imbalance within the human spirit. It leads people to perpetual frustration, and to the point where they can't appreciate anything good in life because look at everything that's wrong, because they've been sold a lie that, it can be solved. And interestingly, this also creates a sense of stagnation rather than, I need to get up and do something about this. It's just no. People are becoming increasingly unwilling to address problems, even the problems that are within their own power to solve, because someone else or the government / the church / the corporation / fill in the blank should have dealt with it. And therefore, they are victimizing people because they haven't taken steps. And then the destructive cycle just goes on and on and on. So if our civilization is going to rise from the ashes like a phoenix, it's absolutely paramount to accept that the ideas of utopia are absolute poison. You can conceal them within an attractive outside wrapping, but it is still poison nonetheless. And this in turn will lay the groundwork for a mindset that's open to establishing boundaries, not allowing individuals or institutions to have an improper degree of power or influence, and also the right mindset for assuming personal responsibility. And I think that sowing the seeds for this is eventually what is going to actually improve our society, especially in the long run. So that's what I have to say on that today. What do you think? Please be sure to share it with me in the comments below or come visit us on Blackbird's Brew. There's a link to join in the description box below. But in the meantime, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video. I'll see you in the next one.